Showtime, showtime. I know we are early today because we got a lot of things to do later on. So that's why we had to make this live session early today. If you're not here, you can come back and actually uh, watch it later. It's going to be here streaming. So you can come back and watch it later. So I want to share good news with you and what exactly it means for people. Yes, we got great news to share. So let's share it. If you are here for the first time, please go ahead and like, subscribe, check the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything, and share. Sharing is important. Yes, let me know where you are watching me from. Where are you? Let me know in the comments so we can get started with this great news, okay? I guess USCIS now is doing, at least they're making some effort with new cases. It's being processed a little bit, at least rapidly, in my opinion, right? So let's see how it's going to go down with this case. So let me know in the comment. If you have a question, just put it in the comment. From Brooklyn, Omar Gujar from Brooklyn, how are you? I know today it's early. Usually we get here at 6 p.m., but we gotta start. We gotta do it because we have some other things to do. So let me share my screen with you, and some other people come back later, to just watch it later. But Omar, you can go ahead and just like, yeah, and share actually. So let me share my screen with you so we can share this great news. Um, yeah, so we got the news today actually, September 12th. Okay. We got this news today, September 12th, 2023. You can see my name here and the office here in Washington, D.C. This is the Form I-360 petition for, this is a VAWA petition, right? But the way it's listed here. But this is a VAWA case, okay? So this case was filed on June 6th, 2023, based on emotional distress, abuse, but the abuse was more financial and emotional. Okay, we got some proof, affidavit of support, some proof from social worker. Yeah, we got it. So, and then we filed on June 2023, and we got the determination letter on September 12, 2023, which means 3 months, okay? 3 months and couple of days. Yeah, so this is what USCIS is saying. The above petition has been reviewed and found to establish prima facie case for classification under self-petitioning provision of Violence Against Women Act. What exactly this means? It simply means that the evidence we provided is sufficient for them to make a decision on the case. And that's a good sign. Usually, most of the time at least, I will say, in my personal opinion, when I receive a prima facie case determination, it just means that this case is going to get approved. Yeah, most of the time. I've never had a prima facie determination and the case gets denied. In my experience, some people have, but not me. Okay, so prima facie, it's a good news for my clients. And what are they going to use this? Well, this prima facie determination can assist the person in receiving public benefit. Remember, we talked about public charge, but when it comes to VAWA petitioner, it doesn't apply to them. Okay, once they can have this prima facie determination, they can receive public benefit. They can use it in order to get public benefits such as food stamps, Medicaid, public housing, anything that has to do with government help, because the person is in distress, they're a victim, so they can get it. Okay, this prima facie determination is valid for a period of 1 year on the notice date shown above and expire on the date indicated below. You see, it's going to expire here. And usually when they didn't have the backlog, what was going to happen is after they give you this, before it expires, you already get your approval notice. But now it's taking forever. But at least this is a good step, good news, okay? As I said, this is it says it does not necessarily mean that your petition will be approved, but it's a good sign basically. And they're gonna renew it 60-day prior to ending date. Okay, but sometimes you just get a how do you call it, an approval before, and sometimes if you have case for what they call it, expedite request, you can expedite your case so that you don't have to wait too long. If you meet the requirement, they will expedite the case. So this is really a great news. I'm gonna stop right here and take some questions. Yes. Yes, Umar, it's a great sign. If you have a prima facie, most of the time the case is going to get approved. It just means that the evidence you provided is sufficient to make a decision. Okay, so that's what it means. So, and if you get it, it's really good. And sometimes before it expires, they will give you an approval. But nowadays, it takes forever. People are waiting for 3 years, 4 years. But in my case, if we have a reason to expedite the case, you can always try. If you have reasons, especially if you have U.S. citizen children and you have some reasons to expedite the case, you have to take advantage of it and try. Okay, then you might get your response sooner. So, Abdullah Sankur, hi, how are you? Where are you watching me from, Abdullah? Yes, if you have a question, Abdullah, you can put it in the comment. We got a great news to share. We shared it. I don't know if we have U.S. News, immigration news. I don't know if let's see. If we have some news here to share as well. I just wanted to do it early because I have something else. Yeah, I don't see really. I don't see any major news. Looks like USCIS clarifies guidance for EB1 eligibility requirement. Yeah, let me share this news, okay? It could be good news for certain people. Let me share. Thank you, Yuri. Hi, Yuri. How are you? Long time. Yes, I stay on top of USCIS news. That's my job. Please go ahead and like. Please go ahead and share. Let me share with you the latest news we have here. Okay. Let me share with you the latest news we have here. USCIS clarifies guidance for EB1 eligibility criteria. So the updates add clarifying guidance describing examples for evidence that might be satisfied the relevant evidentiary criteria or qualify as comparable evidence, as well as consideration for evaluating such evidence. We focus on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Yeah, so this is just talking about EB1. They try to clarify some evidence and they're taking into consideration those fields and something else you can compare to. Yeah, this is EB1. This is first category. The standard is very high here, right? But what they're trying to say is they're trying to pretty much clarify what they need as evidence. So first of all, you have to be a person of extraordinary ability. Gotta demonstrate extraordinary ability in science, arts, education, business, or athletics. Then evidence you have to show, it's listed below. Outstanding professor, they said that you have to meet at least 2 of 6 criteria, and you must demonstrate international recognition of your outstanding achievement. You see, certain multinational manager or executive. This one, no labor certification is required, which is really good, right? And then no labor certification is required for outstanding professor as well. No offer employment or labor certification is required. So here you have to have a job offer, but you don't need a labor certification, okay? You have to have a job offer, but you don't need a labor certification. However, for this one, extraordinary ability, you don't need a labor certification and you don't need a job offer. And gotta have at least 3 evidence from those 10. For outstanding professor, gotta have 3 evidence for those 6. Okay, and then it gives you the pretty much the process. This is employment based, first category, which is really the standard is very high. But if you meet the requirement, yes, you get it. And the good news about it is you can actually expedite the case in terms of you gotta have like if you have extra money, you can expedite premium processing, so you can get your answer within 15 days. That's the good news about it. Let me stop sharing. Yes, so we got 7 people. If you have a question, just put it in the comments so we can answer your questions. And please go ahead and like, and please go ahead and share. We were talking about VAWA Prima Facie determination within 90 days. That's a great news for our client. We just shared the news here. It was really great news. The client, let me share again what happened one more time so you can have a sense of it. Yeah, so the client, we got the news today, September 12th. We apply on June 6, 2023, right? You can see my office, my name, my office here. We apply on June 6th. That's when they receive the date, they receive date. 3 months later, we already have a prima facie determination, which is good, which simply means that the person can use it to receive public benefit like food stamp, Medicaid, public housing, any government help, okay? And it's valid for 1 year, gonna expire here, September 11, 2024. And prior it expires 60 days, they can give you a new one, or they can decide your case. It's simply good because it simply means that chances are your case is going to get approved. Okay. And then it gives you really like, now the good news about this new receipt, they're giving you where you can call for help. Okay, the National Domestic Violence Hotline provide information, crisis intervention, and referral to local service provider, including legal advocacy to victims of the domestic violence, anyone calling on their behalf. So you have, if you want to talk about domestic violence, there's a this is the hotline where you're going to call to get help. Okay, 7 days a week, 24/7. Yeah, they both speak English and Spanish, and they have access to translator in 139 languages. Okay, so this is a great news because it gives you, if you're a victim of violence, domestic violence, you get VAWA approved. This is good because at least now you know where to get help. If you want to get help with some type of mental distress, emotional distress, you can get help. It tells you where to go. That's why I like this new receipt. has a lot of information on it. And not to mention, the processing case is a little bit faster. Okay. New cases at least, right? So anybody has a question? Can you talk about who can use I-864 to waive the affidavit of support? Congratulations for your client. Thank you. Yeah, so who can use it? Let's share and let me see who can use it. Well, basically somebody who actually has let me just get the instruction form, right? So we can go through it just a little bit. Worry. Let me just get the instruction form so we can use it and see what uh, yeah. So if you go to the instruction form here, right, it actually tells you who can use it. Hold on. Okay. Who is Form I-864W used? You must use, instead of this one or this one, with your application, right? What if you earn 40 quarter of coverage Social Security income, okay? Working the United States 40 quarter. How do you know that? You just go to Social Security and ask them for your work quarter. They'll give you a letter. And if you have 40 quarter, they'll tell you. You can ask them, do I have 40 quarters of work? Okay. Yeah. So the intending immigrant is a child who will become a U.S. citizen upon entry. Some children become U.S. citizen immediately. They can use this form. Okay. The person who's working, and then yeah. So and that yeah, if you're filing for visa as a VAWA petitioner, you can use that too when you file for a green card, because you don't have to show sponsorship. You can use this form so you can get exempt. Okay. Widower, self-petitioner, widower, Armenian special immigrant, yeah, they're exempt from this form, then they can use this one. So it gives you instruction part, page 2, actually tells you who can use this form. Okay, you just go over it, you see who can use it. Yes. Okay, so we got 10 people. Please go ahead and like, please go ahead and share. And if you have a question, I'm taking questions. If you have a question, just put it in the comment. Oh, you have asylum pending for 7 years with what? USCIS? 7 years, it's too long. You can just file a mandamus lawsuit, okay? Yeah, you can file a mandamus lawsuit right here in Maryland, so that you can compel USCIS to call you for the interview. Sometimes what we suggest to people, what can they do? They can try to get the congressman and ask for expedited requests based on humanitarian reasons. If you have some reasons, you can try the expedited request. But sometimes it really takes, it just like, it depends who gets your case, right? So we try expedited request here in Virginia. It was granted. Last year we tried one, it was granted. We tried in November, it was granted, and then they called the person for the interview in April. Then they called them again for the second interview in June, and we're still waiting for the result. We still don't have the result, but at least they called them and they did the interview. So we're just waiting. We're giving them 180 days. If we don't see a result, we go to court again. So, and then another one we just did recently. We started on March, I believe March 13 or something. Then July 12th, it was granted expedited request. Now we're waiting for them to call us for the interview. So if they call us for the interview, we give them at least 4 months, right? 120 days from July 12th. They should call us for the interview. So, but in case expedited request doesn't work, Amani, Kofi, you just file a lawsuit. That's the only thing that actually works. So the way it works is this: you file a lawsuit in federal court, and the judge is going to compel USCIS to call you for the interview. So if you try those expedited requests and you try those congressmen, it didn't work out. Your solution is, yeah, it is. Uri, you're so funny. What? Uri, send me an email if you want to know the pricing for all that. Send me an email, okay? Yeah, so Amani Coffee, that's your solution. File a lawsuit, they'll call you for the interview. Okay? That's the solution. If it's pending with USCIS, of course. So, Uri, you're so funny. Yeah, so yeah, that's the solution. But anyway, so anybody else has a question so we can move along? If you don't have a question, we can hang up, okay? But if you need a consultation, Amani Coffee, you can schedule it, okay? All the consultation links are in the description box. You can schedule it on your own time. So I'm waiting for one more question so I can hang up. Let me see how many people just like the video, first of all. Yeah, you guys need to go ahead and like, okay? You better go ahead and like. Yeah, you better go ahead and like and share. That's the most important thing, liking and sharing. So, anybody else? Any more question? Amani Coffee, you got it? Okay, thanks. Uri, why do you need a mandamus lawsuit? I thought your case was about adjusting status. You already reopened a case. Now you're trying to adjust status. Why do you need a mandamus lawsuit for? I thought your case was about adjusting status. Anyway, so yeah, you get a discount if you actually do the consultation, right? So, but anyway, so that, I guess that's it for today, right? Your adjustment of status is taking too long. How long have you been waiting? How long have you been waiting? Over 1 year? No. Only 1 year, this lawsuit is not. And especially you have to reopen the case first, right? And terminate removal. Yeah, you just have to wait for the reopening and terminating removal and then go back to USCIS. Because at that, right now, you don't really have a ground for a lawsuit because you're waiting for BIA to reopen your case, right? From what we spoke last time, from my understanding. Okay. How long for mandamus? It takes 90 days. So you already have a dismissal. You already dismissed the case. Did you already go to USCIS with your green card? That's my question. Where is your green card application pending? With USCIS? If it's pending with USCIS for 1 year, that's not enough. That's, yeah, 1 year is, it's normal. Anyway, how long it takes for mandamus? The way it works, Amani, is that we file a lawsuit, then USCIS is notified within 60 days. They have to respond. Sometimes they don't respond within 60 days. They will ask the court to give them an additional 30 days, which is within 90 days, they have to respond. So they don't have any choice. They have to tell the court, yes, we're going to call this person for this interview on this date. So that's the goal of mandamus lawsuit, to get USCIS to actually give you a date of the interview, basically to work your case. So yeah, so Uri, if your case is pending with USCIS for 1 year, the green card, you should just, 1 year is not enough. Yeah, just wait 1 year, probably next year you should get your green card, okay? But as far as Amani is concerned, yeah, 7 years to wait, it's too long. You can file a lawsuit, okay? If you need a consultation, Amani, please use the link in the description box, okay? So what else? Yes, what else we have? I guess that's it, right? We'll come back tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll be here at 6 p.m. because today I have another appointment. That's why I am doing it earlier. But tomorrow I might be here at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to take more questions. And then because I'm going to Ohio this Friday, right? Because we're going to defend this person in Ohio for their green card interview based on VAWA. Because some people always ask, am I going to get an interview? You don't know. There's no straight answer for that. You might get VAWA approved, but they still call you for the green card interview, and you have to show up. Otherwise, it's going to be deemed abandoned. So I'm going to be in Ohio. Hurry, if you have friends in Ohio, you have to let them know so they can do their consultation, okay? Kofi, you need to schedule a consultation first. Amani, you need to schedule a consultation, or you can shoot me an email. Lawsuits are always expensive, okay? So okay, so did you like my video? Did you like it? Did you share? So we can hang up and come back tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, I guess we don't have any more questions. I've been talking for 28 minutes and 33 seconds. Thank you for coming. If you need a consultation, Amani, please schedule it. I'm going to give you some tips on what exactly to do. And if you need to file a lawsuit, I'll direct you on how to do it, okay? So until next time, bye-bye.